All right, so at this point in the day, you have finished the run and the deadlift ladder. We're going to have a short break, and we're going to reset the whole floor. We're going to have 2 workouts going at the same time. WOD 4, which we'll talk about in another video, is going to be over there. WOD 3 is going to be set up right here. Based on the division that you signed up at, you may either do 4 and then 3, or you're going to do 3 and then 4. So pay attention to where you're supposed to be and when you're supposed to be there for what workout. When it is your turn to do the 3rd workout, the Podrace, it's the rig workout. 3 rounds, 4 times. Everyone, all divisions, all rounds, 15 calories on the row. And then it's 15, 12, 9 on the rest of the stuff. So you're going to start hand on the wall in your lane. We say 3, 2, 1, go. She's going to then move up to the row. You're going to have a judge preset the rower for you, and then between rounds, they're going to reset to 0. Strap in or just feet on the pedals, however you want to do it. Just start pulling. You can adjust your damper prior to and all that. It'll be on calories. She's going to row, like I said, all divisions, all rounds, 15 calories. So she's going to row until it says 15. If she pulls really hard at 14 and she's expecting that rollover at 15, that's fine. You can put the handle in the cradle. You can take your feet out, but you have to stay seated until it says 15. Judge is going to make sure. It says 15. They're going to reset it. You move on to the next one. All right, so on the rig, RX muscle-ups, Masters chest-to-bars, scaled pull-ups. We'll talk pull-ups first. So she's going to hop up on the pull-up bar. At the top, make sure that the arms are straight at the bottom and the feet do not touch the ground. Strict kipping butterfly, it's all up to you. What the judge is looking for is that your feet aren't touching, your elbows are straight at the bottom of every rep, so no bro reps, and then that chin is clearly above the bar at the top. Judges will be watching. If there's anything iffy about it at all, if it's close, they're going to no rep you. Don't argue with the judge because the time is still ticking against you, so just make sure you know what they want, you're doing what they want, you're making it obvious, and then keep working. So again, on just regular scaled pull-ups, you're going to show a couple. Feet aren't touching, arms are straight at the bottom, and then that chin clearly above the bar. So the common no reps are chin not going above, and then the arm not fully extending at the bottom. Make sure it fully extends. So arms aren't straight and chin's not going over. Those are no reps. That's scaled for the 15, 12, 9. Masters, same kind of standards. You just got to pull a little higher. We're looking for that bar to touch the collarbone or below. Any part of your upper chest, it has to physically touch the bar, and we're good. Hands are outside the shoulders. Jump up and hang. Straight arms, feet aren't touching. Physical contact with collarbone or below on the rig every time. Masters. And then RX, bar muscle-ups. On the bar muscle-up, same standard to start with. Feet off the ground, arms straight at the bottom. Throughout the rep, throughout your kip, your feet can't go above the bar. So if you do this huge glide kip and the feet go above, you're going to get no rep. After the turnover, you must go through some portion of a dip. So turnover, catch the bar on your chest. Make sure you press out some type of dip. That's good for the 1 rep. If you want to go in broken to get multiple reps, between those reps, you cannot flash or rest your body on the rig and then flash your hands or move your hands, anything like that. You must keep your full grip if you're going multiple reps. You will still get the previous rep counted, but the judge will require you to come down and then start a new set if you get caught opening your hands. So bar muscle up. We kip through, turn over. She's dipping, keeping a full grip to try another rep. I'm watching for full extension. The feet did not go above the bar, and then she went through a dip. Like I said, the flashing would be not a no rep, just forcing you to come down. No reps would be feet going above, not getting the full rep, not reaching lockout at the top. So bar muscle up. All right, lastly, moving back to the wall. Okay, so for scaled hand release push-up, for Masters kipping handstand push-up, and for RX strict handstand push-up. Same reps for everybody. Hand release push-up, feet touch the plywood, lay on the ground. You must start in the top of a fully locked out push-up. So at the top, arms are straight, hips and chest are off the ground. Hand release push-ups, she's going to lay down and lift her hands off the ground. The height off the ground is just enough that we can see that they're off the ground. So show daylight is what we like to say. Want to make sure the hands go completely off. They're outside the shoulders. And then at the top, full arm extension. Again, the knees, hips, everything are up off the ground. Hand release push-up. If you need to rest, and you rest in the bottom, just lay on your stomach, and then she were to press up, that rep's not going to count. This is the starting position. That's to start from lockout, and then you go down, hand release, and come up. That was 1 full rep. So I would advise you to maybe rest on your knees, come out, and start at the lockout to then do it. But if you do a press out from the bottom, that alone doesn't count. Hand release push-up, 4 scale. Masters, kipping is allowed. You can go strict if you just want to go fast, but kipping is allowed for masters. You're going to do a kick-up. On the kick-up, we're looking for the handstand start position. Same kind of standard as the start for the push-up. You have to start from the fully locked out position. You can't do a headstand press. So hands on the mat, kick all the way up. We're looking for feet on the plywood. Feet cannot touch the sheetrock. You're going to get no reps. Feet on the plywood. At the bottom, head touches the ground, and then get up to the top. Right at the top, we're looking for the elbows extended, the hips and the knees open. Both heels are touching the plywood, only plywood. At the top for the kipping handstand push-up. She can go strict if she wants. No reps would be head not touching the mat, not full extension at the top. If she starts to extend and she does lock out as the feet are coming away, that's going to be a no rep. You just got to show control, full lockout with the heel still on the wall. If you do all that, but your heels are wide and they're on the sheetrock, that would also be a no rep. Now, if you locked out wide and then you stayed locked out and put them on the plywood, you'd be okay. We'd let you do that. Bring them up. Good. Don't expect your judge to help you with that, though. You should know that. But if we say, hey, just put them on the plywood, that's what we mean. Kipping, handstand push-up. RX, strict, no legs allowed. Same standard, though. She's going to kick up to a handstand. Hands are on the mat, feet are on the plywood to start. Lower the head to the mat. Shoulders only, press all the way out. At no point can we see knee bend or hip bend. Feet stay on the wall, full elbow extension, same no reps. Well, if she kips, that's a no rep. If the feet are off the wall, that's a no rep. Your head doesn't touch the mat, or if you don't lock out, or if you do lock out and your feet don't touch, all of that, just like the kipping, will be a no rep. Finish your third and final round. You then have to run back and touch the fan on the rower. Not the computer, not the seat, the fan. Once you touch the fan, your time stops and you're done.